Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we're going to try this again. Welcome to Say It, Larry J. I am your host, Larry J. Ooh, the first time we did this, well, I had to make sure I had gotten on here and I didn't have, oh, let me get my glasses. I didn't have on my mic, so that didn't work out. So and these look like they need to be. We can put on these today. So thank you for tuning in. I have had a lot going on this week. Um, of course, Tuesdays I do come on, but since I've had a lot going on and I'm in class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I did say I'm still doing Fridays because it's Funday Friday, and everyone has had a week. Especially you go to your jobs and you work with those Looney Tune characters that some of you work with as well. Let me make sure my computer's off. Make sure ain't nothing being said there. So you making sure. Let me make sure. Cause we can't have no. Oh, oh. I'm up here and I shouldn't be up here. Okay. So I wanted to oh, anyway. Y'all probably said how he gonna just So what I wanted to do is okay, so what I have wanted to get on here, I hope you all had a great week and everything. Like how he just gonna whatever he was doing over there, he just gonna come back. So anyway, I hope you all had a great week. It's been a nice, inspiring week for some people when it comes out to the your job, your workplace, and things in that nature. And I hope you all had a wonderful week. Speaking of wonderful week in the job in the workplace, this is a funny story. So I was actually talking to Banika, and and this should be a learning lesson too, because I'm gonna start off my segment with this. So I'm talking to Banika, and Banika is working this wonderful, awesome job and everything. And so Banika tells me about, this leadership individual comes in. I need for you to come here and I need for you to actually put your name on this documentation. Why are you not putting everybody else know that they should actually put this? So Banika tells me now all the whole time there's pretty much just from this leadership person. Now the whole time while this wait a minute. While this is going on, Banika's sitting there eating her salad, her fruit. And so I'm like, well, you didn't say nothing? Nope, not one word. Just sitting there, just everybody, I don't understand why y'all have make this stuff so difficult. It's really, but Nika just sitting there like I'm doing this. I can't believe that he came over here or she came over here and acted like that, especially in front of the team. Benika. Benika, you didn't have nothing to say? They standing over here. Banika. No. They said what they wanted to say. So you just sat there and you just sat and see it's a learning lesson because see some of y'all get on these jobs and y'all feel like y'all gotta prove a point. You know I learned. Now sometimes yeah on some of these jobs, yes, I go to war. But sometimes why go to war with somebody that you know you can win the war from? Why? You just let them just let them think that, oh yeah, this is how this gonna go and everything. See, you already know you if you want to, you can win the war. If I know I can win the war with you, I'm not going to war with you unless I want to. So, let this be a learning lesson. But it was just so funny. And I laughed I said, Benika, I'm still laughing at all this stuff, all this hell going on. And you just sitting over there just it's such a beautiful day. I think I smell the flower. And all of this going on, and you talking about it's such a beautiful day, and Mr. Rogers' neighbor, it's such a beautiful day. Isn't it great? Isn't it great? Let me get on into this segment. Hopefully that inspired you. So hopefully they gave you, because really the benefit of it, the moral of the lesson is, see, when you develop and everything, you don't have to go to war with everybody. Some things ain't even worth going to war for. Why am I gonna bring out my tanks and my armor and my soldiers and my military, and you only got a cap weapon? Then you got some little toy remote car. Why? Let's see. Next topic. Um, there was an update. I'm not for sure if Georgia is on this, but there are some states that are that they will be starting January the 16th. They will be getting SNAP increases. I know if I'm not mistaken, yeah, New York is one of them. Oregon, I think New York, they'll be getting an extra $120 extra on their SNAP. They probably get more than that because up there in them northern states they get all them SNAP benefits. They be getting $1,000, $2,000. I mean, if you on government assistance up there, you pretty much got it made. It's not like government assistance down here where they give you $5 to go get some food on your SNAP card. I'm sorry, I may be pushing it. They give you 20 a month. And then they expect for you to live off of what can you get with $20 a month of SNAP? The only thing you can probably get, you can go get 2 slices of bread, a cup of water, a cup of a soda, a cup of juice, one chicken leg, and some ramen noodles. You better hope you don't need no medication. You may have to get like 2 pills. Now let me quit. They do offer a little bit more. Now I shouldn't say this, but now I know if older people get about $150 a SNAP, and then some of them don't have extra income, it be them other people that be lying on themselves. So I just want to bring that to you all attention because some of y'all don't read no way. So let's get into that's just some um enlightful information. Of course, they also, well, I said that for last, but going into our next topic is this Uber Eats and DoorDash drivers. So someone sent me a link on what a DoorDash or the Uber driver was sitting there. They took it down now because I surely was gonna get up here and play it. So I went to go back to look at the review the clip. They have taken it down, but thank God I had read the clip and read the information earlier, and I saw the people were sitting in the car just eating them people food. They were eating them people food. You know how they were eating them people food? Because they said them people tipped them a low tip. They had drove a 30-minute drive, and you gonna tip me like $2, $4. So what they did was they act like I think they act like the people weren't there because see, when you do deliveries and DoorDash, just in case some of you don't know, when you do deliveries or DoorDash, if the people aren't there, let's say you delivering for um let's say Cheesecake Factory. Someone orders something from Cheesecake Factory, you sit there and you wait, and then you get there, and then you leave and you get to the person's residence. Well, you can either call them or you can put it in the text or go to the door and you ring the doorbell to let the person know that you're out there to deliver their food. Well, let's say they don't hear the doorbell. Well, you can put it, I mean, I guess Uber Eats and DoorDash may be a little different, but the company I used to work for, they used to have a 5-minute timer. And you click on that 5-minute timer, and I used to be praying. I really used to be praying that the folks didn't come to the door because I would be going to some of these luxury restaurants and I would be praying that the folks didn't come to the door so I could get to keep their food. But I would do it the right way because once you click, it was 5 minutes. It was a 5-minute timer for me. So once that timer is up, you get to keep the food. Well, these people decided either they decided, well, we not gonna ring them, we not gonna let these people know that they food here. We just gonna hit the timer. That way we gonna keep their food and we gonna eat it. So when the people wonder where their food was at, of course, they had came there and they probably didn't even go there. Because what happens is what people do, people get into, delivery services like Postmates and DoorDash and Uber Eats because they want to make extra money. But a part of that is customer service. You still have to treat these people right. And then you want to get teed off because these people do not um tip you well. And my sister and I, we had this conversation, and I used to say the same thing. I go over there, and these people gonna tip me $2. These people gonna tip me $3. And she said, Larry, you decided that you wanted to do that. Really, they don't have to tip you anything because you made a conscious choice. And I realized myself, when you decide that you want to do this type of work instead of taking your lazy out there and getting a full-time job because you don't want to do that, because you want to make your own. See, that's what it boils down to. You want to make your own schedule. You want to do what you want to do and go to work when you want to go to work. Get off when you, because you don't want to go and clock in because you don't like to be held accountable. You like to do, I want to be my own boss. And then you mad because these people won't tip you the sufficient amount for you to actually live off. Them people are not obligated to tip you that. If they tip you that, that's fine. If they don't tip you that, okay, you said I want to go out here. But anyway, when you go out here and you make deliveries, like when I used to make deliveries, I would go pick up the person food, and let's say I got to the restaurant and the food wasn't ready. I would ask the server how long it would take for the food to be ready. I would communicate with the customer and let them know, hey, they say it's 10 more minutes on your food. Once I get another update, I will let you know. Um, and I would send a close-ended text to where, okay, the server says it's 10 more minutes on your food. When I'm on my way, I'll let you know. I'll be updating you on the status. That means you don't have to keep texting me. I will be texting you and updating you on the status. So when the food was prepared, I'll say your food is ready and I am on my way to you. So it eases the customer down. So really you communicating with them, letting them know what's going on. And that just to let you know, that actually increase your tip. Because people don't want to be wondering where's my food. They sitting there for like an hour. You still sitting at the restaurant and you're not updating. You sitting up there like Bambi and you're not updating these people on their food, and they are paying for their food and you as well. And so I update the people to let them know I'm on the way. I will be there in, because I'm using my GPS, I'll be there in such and such minutes, just to give them a time frame of when I'm coming, and to be efficient. And it communicate. Let me throw this tip in. A communication actually um helps when you're actually letting the customer know. But know what some of these trifling folks do. And so let's say, let me back up before I get there. If I get there and let's say they don't, I call them, what I do, I utilize all three methods. I will go to your door, or if you live in a gated community, I will bring that gate. I will call you. I will leave you a voicemail. That's two. Then I will send you a message letting you know I called you from the gate. I've called you from my cell phone, and I am here with your order. Then I set the timer. So once I set the timer, sometimes I said it before, but once I set that timer, it gives you 5 minutes. And once those 5 minutes are up and you has not responded to any of my communication, now I can keep your food and I still get paid for it. But okay, I still have other folks that I have to deliver for. But what some of these trifling jokers do, they getting the people food, they eating the people food, they sitting down making I should be saying this online, but really it's the truth. Because some of these people, they be making a buffet of these folks' food, eating their food. That's why sometimes I'd rather go get the food myself than to have somebody deliver, because you don't know who delivering your food. You don't know if their car is like a trash can, got roaches, rats, snakes, raccoons, sloths, skunks, Batmobiles living in there, dogs and everything else living in their car, and they got your food in there too. You don't know if they coughing. Then some people, because they weed heads, they have your food in the car, and then they get your food out and they give it to you, and now your food is high as a kite, you high as a kite, and you like, where did y'all get this food from? And see, that's why I just rather go get my own food, because see, everybody ain't like me. I would keep my car clean. So when people can, because sometimes you have to meet the people somewhere. They may say, well, I'm gonna meet you at the front office or somewhere, and they come to your car. Them people don't want to come to your car, and you got tons and tons and tons and tons. You got dirty clothes, dirty panties, bras, thongs, condom wrappers. Like what was found in mine. And you got all of this stuff that's found in there. They don't found, never mind. Oh, I think I don't drink too much of that juice. So people don't want all of this stuff um when you delivering their food. That's why if you don't want to deliver food, you should actually go and get you a job. Let me take Uber Eats, DoorDash, and driving, all that stuff. These are supplements that should be on top of your regular job. Like you work a regular 8, 9, 10, 12 hour day job. 5, 7 hours. This should be on top. This should be like your part-time job. Some of y'all Ingrid's trying to create this as a full-time job. And then you wondering why you got 1,000,000 miles on your car, and your car walk, then you have to walk on your car like Fred Flintstone, because now you got to get tires every day. That's not what this was meant for. Because some of y'all lazy niggas don't want to work. And so that's what some of these people do. Even with the Uber drivers, you have to be mindful you get in the car with Uber, because sometimes they get teed off and they decide they want to drive you on the wall like you on a roller coaster ride, because they don't want to drive that far. Okay, why did you accept the assignment if you didn't want to go that far? Because most times it'll tell you where you picking them up from and where you taking them to. And some of y'all, please don't go out here getting these people jobs. Talking about you want to do Uber Eats, DoorDash, and you want to drive people around, and then you talking about some, I hate them sap suckers. They want to get in your car and they want to tell you, they didn't ask you to sign up for that job. You made that conscious decision because you said I won't need extra money to get out there. When I actually did deliveries, there I had some up days and down days on that. But I had to remind myself, okay, Larry, you're doing this, but you still have to provide excellent customer service. I always kept that in mind because you want to treat people how you want to be treated. Now, sometimes some people would actually tee me off because I got the one person though, I done drove all that for, and it's my thank you. And they didn't tip me. Well, I mean, I took it to heart and I said, well, okay, they're not obligated to tip you. You chose to do this. They didn't say we need you to do this. You volunteered yourself up there and went through the orientation. They sent you all the stuff that you needed. And you clicked on that app and said, okay, I'm on for deliveries. Well, I think I've talked enough about Uber Eats and Uber drivers. Just be mindful when you decide that you want to do that. Think about, do you want to deal with customers? Because some of y'all hate people guts, and y'all be the main ones want to be in customer faces. The people be talking to you and you looking at them. What up? Shut up. They said yada 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 yada. Oh, my day has went great. I just can't believe, I'm so tired of these people at work. They come in and so you driving around with them in the car. But really in your head, you saying to yourself, oh my goodness. And then if you really don't like customers, they end up coming out. You really, oh, I wish this shit held up. I'm so tired of them. Then I gotta drive. And they just keep going and going and going and going. And then you shut the hell up. Darn. I gotta drive you from over here. And then you still going on. And if y'all like the job, just quit it. Just quit. Bump your bills, bump your car note, house note. Quit it. Tell them folks that you'll deal with them. Whatever chip that falls to the ground falls, what may. Oh, come what may. I want to deal with it no more. And you sit back there and be quiet. It was quiet in this car before I pick you up. Now you want to get in here. If you having a bad day, I'm so sorry to hear that. Go see your counselor, your therapist. Book an appointment. I am not certified or I'm not no counselor and I'm not trying to be your counselor. Man, I'm just trying to get you from point A to point B. I came and pick you up, get in my car and shut up. Now, thank you. Not a man back there or the woman in your car. They traumatized and they scared because they don't know whether you may turn them into a crash dummy test. They don't know who crazy, them or you. Be mindful. Now, our next topic, I said I'm gonna save this one for last. You have people in the work environment that are managers, or should I say, in leadership, and there are guidelines, there are rules to this game. And some people feel because they get in positions of power, like the mad scientists, that they can actually do what they want to do. So what usually happens is on people's job, you have like one of those managers, rules don't apply to them. I'm the boss. I'm the HNIC in charge. What I say goes, regardless of what that book over here say, regardless of what policies and guidelines say. If I say no, it's gonna be no, even though it violates it. If I say do it, you do it. I don't care if it. But I'm the one that make the decisions. Right? And we have that. Some people have that person, um, on their job, and some in their families. And so when you have this person, then this person ends up doing things that violate and seem to be against rules and regulation laws of the land. And they wonder why things may transpire. Well, you have the mad scientists that's in the lab just mixing up and formulating all these chemicals together. And there are rules to chemicals and what you mix up. Because if you mix the wrong chemicals together, you may actually prepare something that you can't actually get a hold on. So when you are a mad scientist, you go in there and you start violating the laws and the rules and regulations to chemistry. So this is what our mad scientist wants to do. He is pissed off, people. I surely did not say mad. I did not say irate. He's pissed off. We're going to go into what, because when we talk about, let's talk about it like this. we have this pandemic that is going on, and you have Toyota Corolla cars, you got Omarion singing his head off around here, and you got Deltas flying everywhere just in case you want to make a trip. So you have all these things going on. So people know their rights. And so people have went through the proper channels to get their rights known and let it be known that we have rights. Well, it caused a little disturbance with the mad scientist. And I can't believe this. He gets up there and he started raiding. I can't believe this. You people need to do what I say. This is a democracy. I am. And that's been the whole agenda. So this is what was said. We're going to go into this article. If Siri, do what I say. Okay, here. Let's see. I hope I did it right. I don't even think I did it right. I'm like, how did they go? Now, I thought this thing had God. Okay, here we go. Since I got to read it this way, I don't know why this thing just don't do what I asked it to do. Okay. So, issued the statement because people had a problem with this. Issuing a statement praising the ruling on healthcare worker, but criticizing the ruling on businesses that will have much wider effect. I am disappointed that the Supreme Court has chosen to block common sense life-saving requirements for employees at large businesses that were grounded and squarely in both science and law. This is common sense. That was just a part of that article that I read. It's common sense. So on one hand of the note, we states that I want all people to return back to work because we have to get the economy going strong. We got to get the economy back up because nobody didn't give a flying flip about the pandemic. Open up the economy. It doesn't matter. The numbers will go to the beach. When they were saying, don't go to the beach. Open up everything else. Open it up. So now, okay, we are going to set the demand that everybody have to be on this requirement. And I'm like, well, I know I kept hearing people say it's an infringement and imposing against freedom rights. So now the mad scientist is pissed off because they have blocked part of that. Because let's move forward. When you set out this mandate, most people are either people are just blind or people don't see. Most people are quitting their jobs. Now, if you quitting, let's take it back here. If you're quitting your jobs and people are quitting their jobs, that means you need people to work. If you don't have people to work, it slows down production. If it slows down production, that means you don't have much money coming in. Or if you have higher volume production and you have low staff because they're quitting because you telling them, I need you to have a vacuum cleaner in your house. And you have all this production, well, there's a shortage of money somewhere because that company cannot actually produce the amount of productivity that it's supposed to produce because it's short staffed. So that means it's going to be a hindrance in the economy. And therefore, a lot of jobs will be open. And you have all these people with such potentials that was doing the job. But because you want to force them into doing something that's, however, to each and every one of you. It is your choice what you choose to do, what you choose not to do. That is on you. I am not here to say what you should and what you should not do. So, when you have people just going about, so people are getting upset, and then it goes on in the article where people to start talking about common sense. I'm like, you don't think it's common and sense when you start putting together when companies are short staffed, they can't have the production that because then if you don't have the labor to actually do the production, then okay, where's the money? You're gonna be short money somewhere. You're going to be short money somewhere. This is common sense. But see what it is when you up in these when you up in these labs and oh. Let me drink some juice. Now this is Welch's juice. They have different types of Welch's juice. You have Welch's grape, which is what I'm drinking. You have Welch's passion or something else. It's like a few of them, like 3 to 5. And they're different. They're a variety of different flavors and everything. So when the people actually created these juices, of course, I mean, it's people preference and choice which juice they want to drink it, if they want to drink this juice at all. But when you create these juices and then people are unaware